Hello everyone, welcome, and I guess Happy New Year. This is my first video for 2026. Um, so what we're gonna do in this video, we're gonna talk about how to create quantities, the FDOT EQR estimated quantity report. But we're gonna do it this time actually while using ProjectWise Explorer, because there are some tricks to make it. So in this video, I'm gonna show you all the tricks that you need. But before we do that, let me go to YouTube. So the people who are interested in actually seeing the old videos, because I made few videos before, just go to my channel and then just type FDOT. And then you're gonna find these videos are 2 years old. Um, for drainage, I made something, and then also how to create the estimated quantity report with ProjectWise copy, as you can see here, and also one for the cut and fill, and then the 2D quantities, and so on and so forth. So they are actually here videos that I did 2 years before. But the thing is with these videos, the method that I used here is to take everything from ProjectWise temporarily, export it to your local drive and your C drive, and then operate the files straight up from your C drive, and then get your reports, your Excels, and then bring everything back to ProjectWise. If you want to see that way, you can see them. The videos are on YouTube. But I found another way, and that's why I would like to share it now. And I think it's more faster than the old way. Okay, so the first thing first, as you know, this is the structure of FDOT projects. What you're going to need to worry about is, let's go to symbology. So inside the symbology here, you're going to need to see this FDOT project. If your ProjectWise admins are good enough, they will actually put these here. And then an estimate, you're going to need this one, EUR signature Excel. So let's say if you don't have them here, if you don't find them, well, it depends on your company how it's working. You can go to your ProjectWise resources and get them, or you can actually go to your C drive and get them, because the resources are the same one or came from FDOT Connect. Or you just go to FDOT, download the resources, and then get them from there. So let me show you where you can find them in your C drive. If you also have the workspace in your C drive. So let's go to FDOT 1012, and then let's go here, organization civil, and then FDOT, and then let's go to data templates. So calculations, you see this one here, this is the EUR signature. You can snatch it from here and then move it, literally just drop it in a ProjectWise in the place that you want it to be. But there are another place, which is sometimes FDOT just put stuff different places. Go to asset manager, and then you're gonna find all of them here. The EUR signature one and the FDOT project. This one is gonna have the EUR information, which is gonna turn to the cover. And this one is gonna have a pick list for your alignments and project FPID. So I already have them here. I'm gonna open this one just to see how it looks. Okay, and when you first open, it's gonna be like this. That's how default by FDOT have it. Let me zoom in here. So anything that you see red, you need to fill. Basically, here you're gonna put the FPID number for the project, the contract number, and then the project description. Usually I put the same one as in the key sheet. And here, these lines add the EUR information, basically their name, the license number, and then address. No, hold on. Oh, sorry about that. Excuse me. The EUR information are actually here. See, in the address, they are here. Here, you're just gonna leave this empty, because later on, In a PDF, there's going to be an empty space for the UR to add their signature here. And here is the seal graphic. You literally just need to get a screenshot of the whoever, let me find the thing, whoever is the EUR in a project, and just put them here. FDOT have like a nicer way. If you go watch their videos, they will show you like a nicer way, because you need to be like 1 by 1 dimension, but I'm gonna show you a fast way. Just go get this is one is already done. Just go get this, something like this, or from wherever you have it, and open your snipping tool, and then just copy this one, for example, copy, and then you can come here, let's paste it as an image, and that's it. You can leave it like that. And of course you can manipulate the quality. You can make it bigger and then re-small it here, whatever, as long as it fits here. That's all it matters. And then after you're done with that, you're gonna click on File and then Save As. It depends what you have in your computer. So in this PC, but we want it to be as a PDF. Where is the PDFs are? Here you go. Select a PDF and then save it as PDF. And you can also save it in ProjectWise. But we're not doing that. So let me exit, and let me also delete this. So I'm going to close this. I don't want to save it. Let's go back to ProjectWise. I'm going to free this. Yes, I want it to be free. Oh, because it didn't shut. Okay, let's close it. Oh, there you go. Forgot the window. So I'm just gonna leave this one because I have one of my colleagues who are actually gonna go here to this for this project, and he's gonna fill the information for their EUR. That's why I left it empty for them. And then let's go here to the EUR signature. This is what the outcome supposed to be. It's basically a PDF. Ta-da! That's it. See that? That's all you need. As you can see here, we have the project ID, the contract, the description, and like I said, this is the empty area for them later on to sign it and seal it digitally, and these are the address. And of course, as you know, it's FDOT, like everything to be capital. Okay. Let me close it. Let me free it. So that's when it comes to the estimate folder, right? Now let's go to symbology. And let's open this one. Give it a second. Here we go. Enable content. So this is the default Excel from ProjectWise. Just make sure when you open it, like I said, get one from the resources. You're gonna have this tab here, and you're gonna have this tab here called the pick list, and you're gonna have this tab here, and then this tab here, and then this tab here. Don't worry about these. You shouldn't care about none of them. Just make sure they exist, because that's how hard you're gonna read them. What you can do here, type the name of the alignment. So the name of the feature of the alignment. So when you have an alignment in a digital file, wherever you are digitally naming it, copy paste the name here as it is. And then here type your project FPID. And then just option 1. You can have multiple alignments and multiple FPIDs, depending how complex your project is. And then you can copy and can come here and paste it, and then change this, make it, for example, option 5. And so on and so forth. If you want to add more, you can add as much as you want. And then, yeah, that's it. And then this one, you're not going to need to convert it to a PDF. Just close it. Don't save. I'm going to free it, of course. Well, now let's go to your file, which is I already have it here saved in ProjectWise, because I wanted to operate this straight up from ProjectWise. It's going to be different, like I said, from the old videos that I made 2 years ago. So I'm going to open this one. Oh, why do I still have it open? Let me free it. And if you're in Florida, this is how it is. The QTDSRD, that's the quantity one. That's exactly where you put the shapes in it. And Let's open this and give it a second till it open. Okay, I'm gonna just pause the record until it open, speed up time. Okay, so here we go, the file opened. And I wanted to show this example, by the way, and I'm not telling you you should do this. I'm actually going to tell you that I don't like this method, which is, I'm going to show it to you now. Let me open the models here in this file. So, and also, I'm not saying that this is wrong. It's just something I do not prefer to do. As you see here, whoever made these made all the quantities per model. Like removing existing concrete, as you can see here, made the shapes in its own model. And then you have the clearing grubbing in its own model. And also all the pavement ones, layers in its own models. And this is not hard to do, as you know, you just make a shape and then open your property and make sure that this shape that you have, just so you can read the information, make sure it have a proper civil data here, which is the area. That's all you need to worry about. And the same thing for all these, whatever they are. What I usually do, I have everything into one model. And you're gonna say, oh no, that's crowded, this is more better. Well, if you know how to actually turn them on and off, which is, I'm gonna show you an example now. Let's go, for example, to curb E. So I can have here all the other levels, and I can give them different colors or different levels and then turn them on and off. For example, I just want to leave the curbs on. I can turn the other levels and just keep these. So I can see everything into one file. Also, later on, it can help me with this. Well, first, let's make use, before even we jump in and explain my way, let's use those files that I told y'all about. The EUR signature PDF, the cover, and also the symbology file that have the alignment and FDOT number. The first thing you need to do is go to ProjectWise, and let's go to, where is symbology? Estimate first. Let's go to estimate. You're not going to need to import this to your C drive. What you need to do is just, you need to tell ProjectWise to bring this to your C drive. How to do this, just right click on it and say copy out. And then when I say copy out, this is what it does. It will take it and you'll put it in this folder, 120055. And then let's go to symbology and then the same thing here. And copy out. And it's going to take it, where is the folder ID? It's going to take it to this one, 120094. Where those are here, my friend. Let's go to the C drive. And let's go here to P_work. And then these all the different data sources, the Nevada, the Florida, whatever. You're going to go just to Florida. That's how it is in this company. If it's another company, you know, you guys wouldn't. Just look for how your data sources are called. As because you know this is in Florida. We know this is how we made it. This one, Florida. So that's why I see here ATK and FL. So let's open this one. And then let's go here. And then remember the folder ID numbers, they are here. So now let's just investigate, make sure it did this for us. So this one, Excel, I want it to be, it's gonna be in 120094. So let's go here, let's find them. 120094. Here we go. So this is a folder. Let's open it. Ta-da! Here you go. Now I have it. I have it here. And then let's go to the other one, which is, it was an estimate. It's in 120055. So 120055. Here we go. And you see it's here. The Excel and the PDF. Even though I only put this one, but before I remember I was doing some tests, I also brought this one here, but it doesn't matter. I have the PDF here. Because that's all you're gonna need. You're gonna need the, from estimate, you're just gonna need the PDF for cover and the Excel that have the pick list. And the pick list, you're only gonna need to do that once. And then after that, you're good to go. So let's start with that first. Go to your utilities, or in a search for something called Asset Manager. That's what you're gonna need. And let me show you what that means. For anybody who doesn't know quantities, also you're gonna need this here, item types. If you don't have this, this is how you bring it. I like this one. Go to toolboxes. And then, let me see if it's here. Oh, I think it's on the other side. Okay, let's go here to the tasks. I always forget where they are. Maybe the item? Oh no, actually I missed them. They are actually in the top one. Okay, so they are in the toolboxes. Let's just find the letter I. I'm sure I just skipped through them. H-I. Oh yeah, hold on. It's all by letters. A, B, C, D, A, F, H, I. There you go. So this one here. I don't like this one because this one, as you can see here, it doesn't have names. I like this one, the custom one, because you can see what's in it. So I'm gonna close this one, and I just want window. I'm gonna pop pivot here. So if I open this one, and your workspace, which is the FDOT workspace, by default, you're gonna see these here. You're gonna see the roadway. You're gonna see item type. You're gonna see this, whatever your company is doing, but you're gonna see a bunch of books here. I call them books because they look like books. And inside them, you're gonna have boxes. And these boxes are basically the item types for whatever quantity you want to quantify. So what we don't see here, we don't see a box for alignment and FPID number. That's why we need to bring it. So it's, you only need to do this one per DGN, just one time. So let's, for example, select this one, because I'm going to do selection method. So I click here in the Asset Manager. Then we're going to get this one here, and you see I wanted to add to all element. No, I wanted to add to the selection set, which is basically just this one, because if I did all element, it's going to go add it to everything in this model. I don't want to do that, I want to do that later so I can be in control. And then let's go here. It's going to ask me where's the file. So let's click on it. And of course, where is it going to take us? It's going to take us to ProjectWise, or it's going to take you to your C drive. I'm sorry, to your C drive. And then when you go to your C drive, so let's remember, where did we have the pick list? The pick list was in symbology, and it is in 120094. So let's go find that. So already here, because again, I already did this before the video. So click on this one, and then let's just do open. And now you see, we see the alignment and FPID. And then I just want to add, and then just the selection list. As you can see here, I only have one selected. So let's just do add asset. So now let's investigate here. So now, as you can see, I have a box for alignment and I have a box for FPID. The only thing I'm going to see here in the selection is what I have in Excel, because I only have this alignment. If you have a bunch of alignments, you're going to see them here, because even if you have side streets, you want to quantify your side street alignment or whatever different alignment you have. I'm going to select this one, and then I'm going to select this one, which is the APID number. As you see, now I have it here. Also, now let me take it out. This is the delete one, and I'm going to detach all. If I clicked on this one, and you can see what detach all is. It's just the FDOT project book. Poop. So now it's gone from here. So now let's go back to the manager. So now, because we did it one time, we already see the book here right now. So it's saved. You close the file, it's already going to be here. You only need to do this once. That's it. So what you need also here in this file, you're going to need the alignment, which is I don't see here an alignment. You're going to need an alignment because that's how you're going to run stations. But I'm just going to run it for y'all to see without alignment, what is it going to do. So first, let's use this method. So let's go to the eCurve, click on it, and then let's go here to add. Or actually, let me do this even better. I would tell you select all of them like this, and be done. But then you're gonna see here it's 21. So this is important, something to pay attention to. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So this is not 21. That's telling me is that whoever made these, there are some, I guess, flying shapes or some strange things. Or maybe you see these are separate. What I recommend you to do is do the following. Select them like this. Click on the plus sign and then select them one by one. Just so you make sure you're only selecting what you want to quantify. So these are a representation of curve E around the islands. So I'm just clicking on this, clicking on this. And then let's click on this one and click on this one. And then click on this one, this one. I don't know why it's not covered here, but anyway. And then let's click on this one, let's click on this one. Let's see if it's actually 21 or not. The thing is, I know who made these. A person that is really good at his job, so I don't think they made a mistake. Technically. So they are one extra here, which is I don't know what it is. So this is why, like I said, do not just blindly select them. Just select them by one, so you can have the stuff, because this is quantity and it's important. So now I have all these selected. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click here to the attach item. So now let's first attach the book of the FDOT project, which is going to have the alignment and FPID. And then here, roadway quantities. Let's open it and let's attach the curb and gutter box. I don't want to attach the whole book because it's going to attach all these. We don't want that. We just want the curb and gutter. And then after I add them, just move your mouse here. It's telling you here accept and reject selection. So I'm just going to do whoop, one time, click accept. So now all of them have it. And instead of doing them by one, keep them selected. And then let's go here, select the alignment, and also let's select the FPID. And now let's select the curve type, which is E, right? Here we go, type curve E. And then for the nodes, you can add whatever nodes you want. Design nodes, so I'm just gonna have this one as XXXX, which is gonna appear on all of them. And then pop, click on this. So now, but I want to have specific nodes for specific ones. Like for example, in something unique here, right? Construction remark. So let's do test. And then I want this one to be test 2. And you remember, all of them are going to show the XXXS. So now we have this one. The first thing I would like you to do is test it. Don't go be adding all your pay items and then do the testing later, because if there are a problem, you can catch it later. Because if you attach all of them and then when to run the tool, you're going to get an error message at some point. Finger crossing, will never get that. But sometimes I see a lot of people get it, so that's why I told them, do them piece by piece and test them. So let's run Takeoff Manager. Give it a second till it fire up. Okay, so here we go. Now it's fire up. And before we just move on here, I just wanted to say, anything that you see bold black here, these are automated. Some are box culvert, general item, geotechnical, landscape, lump sum, miscellaneous drainage, and all this stuff are not blocked like this with the bold. They are not automated. And it's telling you here, auto-populated reports. This one you have to do it by yourself. And you're going to say, oh my God, what am I going to get these Excels for this stuff? For example, let's say you have temporary signalization, which is TCP stuff. Where are you going to get these Excels from? Like I said, go to your resources. And let me show you where actually you can find them at. Let's go to FDOT 1012. And you can also find them in ProjectWise. But again, it depends if your admins actually had the stuff there. Organization Civil, FDOT. So let me remember where those can be. Let's go to data templates, and then let's do the calculations, and then blank templates. Here you're gonna find all of them that the tool use. So my advice to you is just copy these, put to your ProjectWise, and then you have to fill them manually, because as you know, not everything is automated. So let's close this. So now let's just run a curve. run the curb. So I'm going to select this one, summary of curb. I'm not going to include external references right now because I'm just testing, but I want to open it, and I'm now also going to make it go to the right place. I just want to put it in project in my desktop somewhere. I'm just going to put it, let me just put it in a temporary folder. And then let's compute and say yes. Okay, perfect. So as you see, it picked up all the E curves and it gave them quantity. These quantities, like I said, if you click on it, go to properties, you're going to see the length there because it's linear feet. And the alignment is picked it up because it's from the pick list, but there are no stations. Why? Because I did not attach the alignment. You need to attach the alignment to the model itself. If it's not there, it's going to get zeroed for you like this. And because all of them I made them XXX, and then only 2 of them I made them test 2. So as you can see, it's working, it's good. So we can redo it, right? And also it typed summary of curves and put the FPID in the title of the of the Excel itself, because later on this is going to appear in the reports. And I like to do this if you have a project that is maybe have multiple FPIDs. It will actually go separate them for you by different FPID if you want to do that. So let me close this and then let's do don't save because I don't care for it. So now let's go to curb F. And to save time, I'm just going to select few of them. And let's do the same. Let's add, I want to add the book, and then here from previous selection it's still this, so I'm just going to leave both. I want them. And then let's go here, select the alignment. And what is this? Curb F. So I'm just call this new. And then here, I guess yes, it doesn't matter. And then FPID. You know what? I'm not gonna select FPID here, just you can see how they look. Okay. So now I have these here. Well, I think for this method what we need to do is we're gonna need to have a new model, and we're gonna need to have a new model, and we're gonna reattach all these in it. We can try that, or we can try the following. Let's do Takeoff Manager, which is, I don't know if it's gonna work or not. So this is why I don't like this method. If I have everything into one model, I don't have to worry about this step. So let's do curve, and then again, like I said, put it anywhere. Let's put it in temp. But this time I'm gonna say include external references and see if it's actually gonna pick up the other one, the E. I don't think it does, because my brain is telling me it does, because this model, it doesn't have any other references. But it could be a problem if you have different references here. But you know what? Let's test it. Because I think whoever did this didn't finish their work yet, but we'll see. Of course, it didn't. So it only picked up the one within the same model itself. So, save. And you see, I mean, you cannot do this, right? You cannot run this one and then do another Excel. It's going to override it and do that. So you're not going to have both of them. But you want both curves to be in the same Excel because all of them are in the same thing. So I would recommend to people, instead of doing this, if you want to still do the models like this, make the models by the name of the Excel. So why not have both the FE and curve E and F within a model and call that summary of curves? So later on you can just come here, pop, run this one, run for it, and you're good to go. Because if you didn't do that, you have to do the following. You have to come here and make a new model, and then let's call this is going to be a design seed, because we want it to be the default. And then this one, call it summary of curbs. And leave everything as it is, and let's just do OK. So now we have this one summary of curbs. So now let's open references in it. So now let's attach the same file. As you can see, this will take time. So I'm going to attach the same file, but I'm going to select the specific model that I want, right? Which is, I want curb E. And let's just do OK. And then I want curb F, which is, let's attach it again. And let's do curb F, and then let's do OK. So now, let's see where they are. Here we go. I have both of them, I'm thinking, yep. Clicked on this one, it's highlighted this one. If I clicked on this one, it's highlighted the other one. So now I have both of them here. So now, let's run the tool from here. Let's go curbs, and I'm going to leave include external references, because as you know, the tool will run what's in the model, but nothing in the model. Only thing in the model is references from the different models. And then let's go to this to temp, and let's do OK. And let's compute and open it. Something is wrong here. Why are they read-only? Number one. Okay. So let's make this baseline. Let me close this. Oh, I know why. Which is I could have showed y'all, but you know what? Let me do it again. I'm sorry. Because I did that for a reason, right? I forgot. It's the FPID. So it spit me out to Excel, not one, is because of this. You see, both of them have summary of curves, right? But one have dash FPID number. This one is summary of curves only. Because as you remember, these elements, I did not add the FPID. So if I want both of them to be in the same, both of them need to have the same FPID, or take it from both. So if I took it from the other ones, they're only going to spit for me one instead of two. So let's do that. Cancel. Don't save. Don't save. So now let's go back again to the one that we added, which is this one, F. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all of them. And I'm just going to make them empty, naked. So select everything out. Poop. So now let's just get few of them, but this time we're going to make sure we add the FPID number. So still have this one selected, only this one, it's good, so poop. And always pay attention to your properties here. So let's select alignment, and then this is what, F. This one's gonna be new. So leave it like that, and then click enter. And then let's select FPID. So now, let's run Takeoff Manager. I want curbs, include external references. Oh no, hold on. I shouldn't run it here, I forgot. I need to go here and run it. Ugh. See y'all how it gets complicated? And let's do curbs. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying that this way is wrong. It just, you just making extra work for yourself. But again, when it comes to CAD, multiple ways of skinning a chicken. I guess you can do whatever you want, just use your time wisely. But if I found always this faster way, I'll always show y'all faster way. Here we go. As you see right now, see, only spit for us one Excel. And in it we have the E and the F as they should. And both of them have, you see, the FPID, that's why I put them here. And like I said, we don't see station number because I don't have the alignment attached. So if you're gonna do it like this, the only thing we need to add here to this summary of curbs, we need to reference the alignment here. That's it. Okay, so that's if you wanted to do it this. So let me show you if I wanted to do it my way. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is, yeah, this is gonna be hodgepodge, but let's do it. Just want to prove a point. So I already have them here, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make them merge into master. So I want them here to be attached into one, and then let's do allow. Boop. See the reference gone, but they are still here. And then let's go here, and then let's do merge into master. Boop. So as you can see, now I have them. Oh, now I have them here alive within the same curve. And somebody will say, oh, you see yellow, how are you gonna do that? Well, I can actually make these, for example. Like I said, I can make them different by colors. I can select any other levels, just change the color for it, just for your eyes to see. But there are another way actually, which is that's why a lot of people don't know about this, and they rather use this. You can open your Explorer. And by the way, this is how somebody should QC QC a DGN with quantity, because as you know, most people, they just give you the AQR report and let you QC it, but you should actually go to the DGN itself and QC it. So how to do that? I know most people, they can say, oh, they're just gonna go to the models and say click on them and look at them one by one. Yeah, you can do that too, but I like this way for the following. So I open the Explorer and then go to items. You can see all the boxes that you have here. So if I have multiple other elements, I'm gonna see other stuff here. So I only see the curves and gutters. If I clicked on this one, as you can see, all of them are curves and gutters here. And you see, if I clicked on them one by one, as you see, this is the F type. And let me keep going down while you're looking here at your properties. And then you see the E starts from here. So what I can do is, let's select all these, and then let's do Control or Shift. Shift, yes. You see, I shouldn't go to the bottom one. I just want these. So now you see I have these, which is type F. Hold on, let me get E. Actually, I want the E to be separate, right? So, and you see, by the way, it's also selecting them here for you visually. So let's do that. So let's go Shift in your keyboard and let's go down. I want all the E's. Okay, are they not done yet? Oh, we still have few. There we go. I think we're almost done. Here you go. I went to another one that is F. That's why I turned to variety. Varies. That's mean I selected all of them E's and one of them is F. So I'm gonna go up one time. Here we go. So now I only have the E's. I can do this. I can do isolate. So if you see, if I did isolate right now, see within the same model, I only can see the E's. And I can come here and actually view them and make sure. See, that's the length. Okay. And that's the element ID. So I can go open the PDF of the estimated quantity report and look at this element ID and this in its column and see if it's actually picking up the right one. That's how you probably QC quantities from digital to paper. Because what's in the digital is supposed to be represented as it is in a paper. And then if you want to bring them back, come here in any one of them, right click and then do clear isolate here. As you can see, I did clear isolate, boop, you found them. Also, there are some other tricks here. I mean, this is why it's beneficial here. You can also search here up top. You can click on search and search by the type or search by the note that you have here. And it will only show you the one that have whatever you have in search. So I guess I'm trying to say, do what works for you. So now let's go back again to the models. I guess I need to get something else, right? Let's get yeah, these here. So I'm gonna go back again to this one, summary of curbs. But this one I'm gonna rename it. I'm just gonna call this all. And by the way, me bringing them here, as you know, they already do not connect again to that model. So if I did this and made these summary of curves, I can just go delete these. I don't even need them, the curve F and E, because I made all of them already exist in one place. So now here, let's go add something else. Add the same file. Yeah, I want this one, optional group, because I know those are payment stuff. Let's add another one. And somebody might say, oh, why are you adding? You can just copy them and paste them. Well, let's try that and see if he's gonna do it. So if I did copy, and just come here, click anywhere, pop, paste it again. So now I can see it here, right? So what I noticed with this, sometimes what happened is, even if I double clicked on it, and I changed this, for example, to 9, and I did OK. So now as you can see, it's we have 1 and 6 and 9. I didn't have to go add them, I just copied and then changed them. Pay attention to this. Sometimes when I do this, for some reason, ORD still go back and make them 6. Make them the original reference that is copied from. I don't know why, I have no idea. Just pay attention. If you want to do it like this, always keep attention in this. Because I did this before on other stuff and I keep saying ORD, even though I'm telling ORD, this is a different reference now because I selected a different model, it will still go back to that. Maybe it stopped doing it, maybe not. Be vigilant, okay? So I'm going to select all of them and then let's merge them to master. Like I said, you can merge them to master, or you can, like I said, just have them as references. So let's see what we got here. What are these supposed to be? Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just level off. Maybe I shouldn't, before I merge them to master, I should have done the following. Here we go. I could have done this. Let's turn all of them off. Only leave the line number 9, just so I know what I have, right? Then what is this stuff here? Curve face. Okay. Make sure I turned off everything. I just hold right click and I turn these off. That's it. Which is, by the way, interesting. One of them are curve face, one of them are curve PM. So whoever did this, please check your stuff. Then let's select this one. What is this one? Okay. It looks big. That's a lot of square area feet. And this one is coming from the optional group 9. So maybe let's just click on it. But as you know, I cannot add nothing to it here. I have to go to where it is existing live and add stuff to it here. So I'm just gonna select them. And then let's do the following. Let's add, we want this one to be, and here. So what we want to do is we want to add the optional group. Let me remember where those are. I think they are here, if I'm not wrong, or it's pavement. It's one of them. Pavement base. I think so. I think it's pavement base. But anyway, I will show you actually if you don't know how to know. So I'm just gonna add these two, just so you can take a look at them. So the FPID here, I want to select it because I want them to be in the same one, and then so here, yep, they are actually in the pavement pace. So I want it to be 9, and then here location, this description I usually do is if it's a mail line, I type mail line. If it's side street, I type the side street name or the mail line. It's up to you. It is not mandatory. This is if you wanna do things, make them more neat. And also help the person who's doing QC later on to come check your file, right? Okay, so I added these here. So now let's go to the, what else I have? I have the 6 and 1. Let's go to 1. Okay, 1 we have a lot of them, so let me just select few. And let's go to attach. So we don't want this, we only want pavement base and that one. So boop, let's add that here. And then let's go here, and then let's go here. And this one is group 1. Here I'm not gonna type nothing, I'm just gonna leave it like that. Also, let's go back again to the one that I did earlier, because I left something in it. Not this one, 9. So I'm gonna select all of them, and then I'm gonna go to deattach. But I don't want to deattach this one. I don't want to deattach this one. I want to deattach this one because, you know, we didn't use it. We only used this box. So always clean after yourself. I'm just going to use this one. So I'm only going to deattach this one. Boop, click on it. And now if you look here, you're only going to see the box of the alignment, the FPID, and the pavement base. That's it. So now let's go to the other one, the 6. I'm gonna select few of them only and add this. It's still the same. Okay, I'm just gonna call this bunch of 6s here. Oop. Okay, so now let's go to our canvas that we're gonna use the tool from, right? That we're gonna run. For example, maybe if this one will be like pavement, right? Or whatever the Excel is supposed to be. So I can leave them like this, referenced, or as you know, I can drop them. But also remember here we have something else. Let me turn them back on. We have the curbs, but it doesn't matter because what matter is it's what's in when you select the tool Takeoff Manager is gonna bring for you. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to do it the right way, meaning the way that is going to give you the proper PDF that you should take back with the files and bring them back to ProjectWise. So now let's Takeoff Manager. So I wanted to read the curbs, which are live here, and also I wanted to read the summary of pavement. Where is the summary of pavement? Click on this one too, control click on this one. And then yes, I wanted to include reference because as you know, the curbs lives here, but the payment are referenced. Then I wanted to open it just so I can look at it. So now let's fix this. Let's go to ProjectWise. So your calculation here is another folder we didn't talk about. We talked only about estimates and symbology. So your calculation here per FDOT here where you should have your Excels later on. So later on when you guys like zip the thing and send it to FDOT, they want to see all the Excels here, the raw Excels. So as you can see here, my people, what they did here, none of them added the FPID because they did this before. And I don't know if they did this by hand or they did them by whatever. It doesn't matter. Just pay attention. Make sure all your Excels have the FPID number, or make sure all your Excels do not have that. Because later on when you're going to make the report, some of them are going to have FPID, some of them they're going to have. So that's going to look weird. So make a decision from the beginning, either add the FPID or don't add it. It's up to you. In my case, I like to add them. So this calculation folder is what the tool is looking for. As you can see here, it's going here. And it's telling me already the calculation is this place, but it cannot find it for some reason. So let's go here to the top project. And then let's click on calculation. And let's see what's the FPID number for it. So the FPID is 120036. So let's go to the C drive. I think I already have it because I already downloaded. But if you don't have it, just come here to the folder itself, right click and let's do copy out. Pop. So now let's go back again to the tool and to my files. So let's go to PW work, Florida. 120036. Okay. 120036. So let's open it. Okay. That's all we see here. So I don't see the other ones. So what that means is, this is the thing I want you to know. Just because this is the folder 120036, this is where, okay, this is gonna get complicated. This is where me running the tool will put the Excels at. But the Excels that I just copied from ProjectWise, y'all gonna be surprised. This is how ProjectWise get complicated. Just because this calculation folder, it is like this, ProjectWise will treat the element inside it as they're gonna give them a whole different folder ID, which is stupid, but that's how ProjectWise work. So if I open calculation, and let's go look at these. So this is what it did. He actually put them in 12004, but this folder ID is for the file, not the folder of calculation. I hope that makes sense. So let's go here, 120044. You see, we're gonna see them here. That's how ProjectWise do its thing. Like within every element within a folder will give it a whole folder ID. But what we want, we only care about this one, the 361. So later on, I'm gonna open this after we are done and copy everything, poop, and go drop it here. So let's go do that, poop, and then let's minimize this. So now, let's click here, and let's go to the C drive, and then let's go to ProjectWise, PW work, and then Florida, and then select my name, and then you're supposed to see these. If you didn't see these, they are a trick, which I think I talked about it. It's another video that I have. I need to find that video. Give me a second. Okay, so I found the video that I was talking about. Again, only worry about this if you did the following. If you open this and you don't see the folders. If you don't see the folders, they are a trick to make them appear. Just go to my YouTube channel and then go to playlists. And this could be also good for you, because in this video I'm showing you actually how to use the Plan Set Manager, which is a great tool, you know, to fill all the sheets with the information in one click instead of doing them one by one, especially if you have hundreds of sheets. So go to this one, how to use FDOT, Plan Set Manager, and ProjectWise. And I think around here I'm gonna start doing it. Yes, around here. And as you can see in this example, let me make it big. Around this time, which is 8:41, as you can see, I opened it and I only see one folder. I don't see the others. And here I will explain what to do. You just literally need to find the folder that is showing here and then go there, open it. If it's not in it, just delete it. And then poop, try it again, it will open it. So just sidebar. Okay, so let's close this. So now as I can see them, so what I want is, this is what I want, the 120036. So let's go find it. And I'm thinking if I just deleted calculation from here, you're supposed to pick it up, right? Let's do it both ways. So if I clicked on this one, I did okay. Yeah, here we go. So I could have just deleted the calculations. And already green, that's mean it found the folder. So now I'm gonna make it do compute. And let's do okay. And as you can see, open two of them for me, the pavement one with the FPID number and the curbs with the FPID numbers. Everything looks good. Everything in here also looks good. I mean, this is the element ID I was talking about when you do QC, right? You just come here and then go to the file, click on an element and find it. And if you don't find it, like I said, open Explorer, type the element ID, and it will find you the specific element too. And I think also FDOT, so let's not save this. So we already have them, that's good. When I say don't save, I mean like don't save edits, but they already exist here right now. So let's click on C, pre-work. Where is FL? FL 120036. It's here. Here we go. I have both of them. this one and this one, and I still have this one from my previous trial. Just let me just delete it because we don't want it, because we're gonna run another tool. It's gonna read anything here. So only leave what you want to go to your folder. So pop, move that here. So now how to make the report. So after you're done with this, and again, decide how you want to do this. You want to leave them different models. You want to actually leave them per the name of the Excel and then put everything it's in them so you can have them easier like that. Is up to you. Or do how I like to do it, put everything into one place, and then I'm just utilize the levels and the colors to turn them on and off, and you'll utilize the Project Explorer also to isolate per the element itself. Like as you see here, the payment base, I could also just isolate that. As you can see here, turn everything off and just left the payment base for me. So now let's actually clear isolate. So yeah, and with that you are done with the DGN itself. Just save your work, be done with it, and now let's use the other tool. So I'm just gonna minimize this. The other tool is you're gonna need, it comes with FDOT connection folder. Ten 12, of course, it is this one. Some more, oh, summary reports builder. So let's open it. So this one is going to need two places to go look for. This is one of the places, this one here, that have the Excels. Do you guys remember which one this is supposed to be? It is supposed to be the calculations in ProjectWise. See? That's the calculation. So he's going to need the calculation. Also, he's going to need somewhere else. He's going to need the symbology that have, oh no, I'm sorry, the estimate. Again, you're going to need calculation and estimate. That's, he only cares, the tool only cares about the PDF of the cover for the AUR. It doesn't care about this. So that's the estimate folder. So we need to find the calculation and estimate in our ghost location of ProjectWise in our C drive. So we already have the first one, which is this one here. You can just copy this one and pop, go back to the tool, and then pop, that's the input. And as you can see here, it's spreadsheet input directory. So these are the input directory. And then it's going to ask where is the output. The output is where you're going to have the final estimated quantity report, but also there you need to have the cover. Because if you don't have a cover, it's not going to make a cover for you. So if we remember, go to ProjectWise, and I already have this one here. Even if you don't have it, you can just, again, copy out. So it's 120055. So let's go find it. Here we go. As you can see it here, pop. The Excel already have it here, and I also brought this one here. You see, I already also brought it again, but it doesn't matter. It's the UR signature. So let's copy this one. I'm gonna minimize it. Let's go to the tool, and let's put this one here. Bloop. But when I put this one here, I'm just gonna click on enter, which is strange. It's not picking them up. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. DOT is a little bit messy sometimes. Well, I'm gonna say messy. The way they programmed this, you see it's already green. It's already picked it up, but it didn't show nothing here. Because it is so petty, whoever designed it, you have to go from here to tell it where the place is. Okay, so let's do that. I mean, I don't know programming, but I'm like, why? If I put it here and click enter, it's supposed to be the same. But you still have to go do it like this. Okay, 120036. So now I'm gonna select it and do OK. You see, ta-da! Now it found it for me. And then let's do that again with the other one. Which one was it? The 120055. Oh, and by the way, yeah. See, let me show this. So because I selected it here and now I went here, look what's happened. I feel like this is because ProjectWise, this tool hates ProjectWise Explorer. So you see right now here, you're gonna freak out, but please don't freak out. If you went to your work and then you went to Florida, look what you're gonna see. You're just gonna see your folder and you're just gonna see this folder. When you see this, do not go delete this, because remember, we need this one that have the Excels in them. So in this situation, do not use my method I told you about, you can watch in that video. What you need to do here is just be stupid and select this one, the top one, and then OK, and then go back again and then open it. Now you're gonna see the freaking folders. I know, it's just beyond crazy. Okay, so now let's go 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So this one. Let's click on it. Let's do OK. Okay, so now I direct it to the places that I need to go. So I want all these, which is, I don't know what this one is, but you have a dollar sign, so this means temporary. So I'm not using that. Did I close the Excel? Oh, because I still have it open. Oopsie. So let's close it again. Don't save. And let's redirect it again. As you can see here, right now, if I try to direct the top one, it's only stamped with this one. So what to do is click on this one, and then you have to redo it again. But this thing is just, you have to do it once, and when you are done with your Excels. 1, 2, 0. Yeah. I wanted to do this video for a long time when I found this stuff, because I know a lot of people, I mean, every company in Florida using ProjectWise, unless if you're a small company and don't have ProjectWise. So usually people, they just use the old way that I showed y'all 2 years ago, which is to go bring everything locally and do locally and then bring to ProjectWise. And then 1, 2, 5, 5. So now select all, and then let's open the output file. So let's create. And then let's do OK. Ta-da! So right now, as you can see, it made the estimate quantity report for us and with the cover. And as you can see here, it start making the Excels here as PDFs. And you can see summary of payment with the FPID number. If I left one of them without the FPID number, it's gonna type the one, you're gonna, I guess, make the one with the FPID and the one with it. So you're gonna see both of them. So like I said, just decide from the beginning what you want to do. You want to put the FPID number or not. And even if you didn't use the tool to do that, I'm going to show you all another trick. This is how, I guess, this tool, smart or not smart. If you actually went here, where's the FPID? Sorry, pay work, Florida. 1200 336. If you renamed it from here, so whatever you type here, it's going to be where it's going to appear. So me adding that FPID number, but again, a name of the cohesiveness, we need the digital to have the same what's in the paper. So yeah, you shouldn't do this. You should at least have it there. But let's see if I deleted this one and I called this LOL, 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 and do enter. Of course, don't do this in real project. I'm just playing here. Now, let's go back again here. And of course, you have to fire up again and do the trick. And then come again and find that 316. 120036. And then let's go here and then force it to go here and then open it again. It is 55. Here we go. So now select all, because I don't want it to override this one. What I'm going to do is, first let me close it. And as you know, by the way, per FDOT, what you need to do, right? It comes to you like this. It gets printed like this with the dash and then estimated quantity. What FDOT want you to do is to put the FPID number in it. That's what they want you to do. So whatever number, I'm just going to put numbers here and then do whoop. So it doesn't overwrite this one. And also to be careful, I'm just going to paste it in my desktop because I don't trust this tool. Okay. So now let's create. and give it a second. Here we go. You see what it did? The summary of curves now have the LOL. It's literally just reading what's the name of the Excel. That's how they programmed the tool. You will read the name. Okay. So, and when you are done, this is what you need to do. Go to your ProjectWise. Let me show you the stuff that you need to bring back to ProjectWise. Go to your estimate folder, which we are in here. I'm sorry, calculation first. Where's calculation? Calculations. And then let's go to that 13361. And do you have any you literally just click on these and then bring them here like this. I hope I'm not gonna overwrite anything. No, I'm not. So I'm just doing no wizard. So I don't know how y'all do stuff in your company, but you know, because at the end all this is gonna be zipped and sent to the district itself. And then go to your estimate, which is where the EQR should be. You can copy, for example, whatever the one that you want, and then bring it back here. And of course, like I said, you need to have the FPID number and then dash quantity, and then ta-da, and that's it, you are done. The only thing I forgot to tell y'all is, you know, I still have this file here. Save it, save the file after you do your quantity and stuff, and you know, just upload, because I'm gonna save the file because like I said at the beginning, let me make sure. I think I have it in my working folder, so I'm not overriding other people's work. Yep, I have it here. So let me close it. And then I want to check it in, because all this work there's is gonna go bazooka if you didn't check it in. So yeah, here we go. Now I have it, and yeah, and that's how you use FDOT tools while plugged in to ProjectWise Explorer. If your company doesn't use this, if your company actually just use C drive, you are lucky. You're only gonna need to fire up the files locally, and you will automatically, you don't have to do all these extra steps. So if you like this way, use it. If you like the old way, which is bringing everything to local and then run it like that, also use it. It's up to you. All of them have pros and cons, so do what is good for you. And thank you for watching, and have yourself a blessed day.